Hi, this is HashtagU. Is the situation so bad now that there is going to be an all-out war between India and Pakistan? If you have been following the media for last 24 hours, you must have noticed that the war has already begun. We will come to all of that, but first, what are statements coming from Pakistan administration we need to understand?
Being with us today, following the developments of Operation Sindoor, we find it important to offer transparency and reaffirm our enduring commitment to regional stability. The operation saw intense engagement along the Eastern Corridor. We regret to confirm that 2 JF-17 aircraft were lost during active duty. ये नुकसान हमारे लिए सिर्फ numbers नहीं, एक जज्बाती धक्का है.
This loss is not just the numbers but also an emotional shock. Pakistan establishment has got emotional shock. If you did not see the small sticker, you might call me a fake news peddler today. Then you are aware and you know the truth. Can Pakistan establishment ever talk like this in humility? But AI generated was really good to misguide many people around. Of course, if such high-end AI is generated, one can get misguided. But the way Indian media spread lies and rumors and make it seem war situation, schools have been shut in NCR, apparently in Gurgaon, so much fear during war, propaganda has to be run to target the opposition. But the way our media worked in last 12 hours, it has caused mockery in international community. They say our channels cannot be trusted as everyone is in race for the TRP. So, is war going to start? What is happening? We will explain the situation, but first, what has not happened? We have to talk about that because people have absorbed too much of what is not happening. After 1971 war, Karachi port attack. This is fake. HashtagU also showed the same news about Karachi port being destroyed, which is false. Capital Islamabad captured, run by Z News, is also false. No capture has not reached this far. Our army is attentive working thoughtfully not to attack on Islamabad yet. No coup happened as run by Times and now Republic and General Munir has been taken under arrest. First Indian news ran the news that General Munir was taken in arrest, leadership change in Pakistan, yet another false news. Sushantji ran the news that Indian armed enter Pakistan. This was also fake. Nor has there been blast in premises of Pak PM as run by Goswami ji. It was also false. The official confirmation is not yet out of capturing Pakistan pilots, but we can say that the image circulating is very old. It's not like the images are AI generated or fake. Even 5-year-old can say it is fake or false. People are watching this video game with such intensity and it's a sad thing, which is a good thing. Our S-400s defended Jammu very well. But people retweeted this video game for 4,000 retweets and 2.2 million views before the tweet was deleted. And this military fire, MLRS fire, is a 3-year-old simulation and is being circulated again and again. So all these things that I showed you, they didn't happen in the last 12 hours. And it's shame that the media that I associated with is spreading lies and creating fear amongst people. This WhatsApp University Pro Max is not good for our country image and media. Stay away from the mainstream media channels. They are desperate for viewership. They will do anything to show the latest information. Their experts talk like they're drinking with generals of Pakistan army. They have all the secrets. They cite Pakistan sources. The government should find out how much the army and the major generals are connected. They know what is happening in Pakistan, what is happening in the army, and what is happening in the moment. As a matter of fact, the army has to deny that there is no tank movement from Pakistan and India. So, this is what has not happened. What should have happened? First, the blackouts. Many experts are questioning what happens with blackouts. Because today's missiles locks GPS coordinates and say that bomb is not dropped by looking at light. But if you want to keep safety precautions, it's fine. But blackout in Noida studio is not needed. They are degrading us, so do a 24 blackout. This is one thing that is needed. The second thing that we've noticed is that the left wing, right wing and the IT cell are still fighting for us. They're fighting to save their pawpaw. They are not fighting for what is being done, highlighting it just by fighting between them. If you want to watch news and watch News that is big and achievement by forces has been brought to international media. The death of Abdul Rauf Azhar. Maulana Masood Azhar was terrorist. His death is being confirmed and declared. It is important news and we should bring it to the light on international media that how Pakistan has reportedly denied that we do not have Jaish. We do not have Maulana Masood Azhar, and his entire family was thriving in Pakistan. Now this Operation Sindoor has made it possible. When the news came that Abdul Rauf Azhar was dead, who was the killer of Daniel Pearl, and their family messaged on Twitter, so there is clarification in this. So how are Pakistani wires connected and how do terrorists get free run in Pakistan? We can understand. So this is huge achievement for us and we should promote it more. Pakistan should be more questioned. Pakistan should also understand why we attacked. They think we attacked mosques only because they were using mosques as terror training camps as hotbeds of terror. If they don't understand this, then the war between the two countries will continue. Unless and until the citizens of Pakistan understand why this happened, I'll try to say one more thing on this. We keep saying that we don't need international impact. The observers and commentators need access and info. And in this photo, you can see Hafiz Abdul Rauf, US designated global terrorist. So you killed one terrorist and exposed the other. These things need to be discussed. I saw Indian media in last 24 hours. I have also tweeted about this topic. If I play here, it would cause a content strike. So meet him. He is our High Commissioner to UK. He explained the Sky News clearly that what India is after. Why he is showing this photo is also important. Not only Hafiz Abdul Rauf is leading the US designated global terrorist prayers after Azhar's brother's death, but behind him an army generals and Pakistan flag wrapped coffin. So the question that the Indian administration is raising, and it needs to be raised on a global level, is the Pakistan army so closely involved in this that you have to go to military uniform and in a prayer ceremony of terrorists? Isn't it embarrassing for Pakistan? So if we don't do what we are doing on television channels and focus on how Pakistan is facing the link to error, it will be more interesting and more important. It will be more important to expose the connections. Now you will ask me, all this is fine, but what's going to be the war or not? Where's going to be the war or not? I hope you're understanding how the escalation is increasing. Question is whether the escalation will go to the next level in next 12 to 24 hours. Situation is bad. There is no doubt about it. We launched Operation Sindoor and we clearly stated that we have not attacked your military forces. Pakistan had an option to attack us and we retaliated. But they did not stop here. So as retaliation, they launched a retaliation on Wednesday night and Thursday morning around 1:13 a.m. They tried to target 15 military installations, which our air defense stopped by 1:22 a.m. We also, in retaliation, because they carried out a military strike, we also in retaliation to destroy their air defenses. And for that, we used drones. So the definition of war is also changing. Don't think that only tanks will be used for war or what only the army will be gathered at the border. We saw this in Operation Parakram. So India used drones. Then Pakistan tried to attack Jammu last night with drones. We repulsed them effectively. Whether it be by S-400, kinetic weapons, non-kinetic weapons and Akshay system, nice names of course. So we showed Pakistan that if you think you can easily attack our cities in Indian airspace, then that's not the case. Some people are saying that this is just a fire phase because one opponent is trying to test the air defense of other opponent. We tested their air defense and tested our air defense and they have tested our air defenses. Both have tested it. And here comes a matter of de-escalation. A defense expert has said something very right in Indian Express. Ritu Sarina's article, always check whose article it is and where it is published. Ritu Sarina is a very experienced reporter, so I'll believe that it is coming indeed from a reliable source. So this means that our government and our army is saying that we will not de-escalate unilaterally. Traditionally in India, the army of government wants to de-escalate. Here, it is clearly stated that if Pakistan keeps escalating, we will also keep escalating. Because a war is war against terror. And if you answer to terror and attack military terror, we will attack you back. So, attacking non-military to military installations and sending drones is already happening. What other suffering will citizens have to suffer like Poonch? Remember, the thing we don't discuss much is how civilians are being attacked in a bad way. So it's not just about military installations but also about civilian installations. Pakistan is not de-escalating and India has clearly said that it will fight till the end and deal the terrorism. So nobody has raised their hands on de-escalation. India used to de-escalate, but now it is saying that our patience has run out. So how de-escalate? It is important to say this quickly. International Monetary Fund is being provided to discuss how much more funding should be given to Pakistan. Think about it. Pakistan has been working with international funding for the last 3 decades. So while Pakistan has support from China, they have PL-15, missiles, air defense, jets, Pakistan's lately Popo in China, and now the US. They have defense but less money. There is a better way to attack them. And here are world leaders, voice of South, if we have become such an important force internationally. Then we have to pressurize the International Monetary Fund. Stop funding Pakistan because this funding is increasing its defense expenses. People are not getting any benefit. People of Pakistan will have to understand that the money that is coming to them from their country's benefit is going to the defense expenditure. So it's very important to close this tap. Whether the tap will be closed or not will be understood from the meeting of International Monetary Fund. Second tap has pressure old Popo, America. America's new doctrine, hands-off approach that we had involved in worldwide conflict. J.D. Vance has again articulated it. So somewhere or the other, we are realizing. So this is a sign that America is not taking India's side aggressively. We don't know what is happening behind closed doors, but America is openly supporting India. On the other hand, China is supplying ammunition and is asking India to de-escalate India. The weapons are being effectively used. PL-15 is being used. The US defense stocks and the Chinese stocks are surging. China will use this war as a guinea pig. Yes, you buy our weapons, use them, and if it succeeds, we will sell our weapons to the world. Pakistan is playing this game. This is why I say we need to look at the International Monetary Fund. Think about who you are funding. It's important to stop the financial tap. In the end, the situation is still tense. In this episode, while I am broadcasting to you that the air and raid sirens in Chandigarh, we are clearly sent a message that we will not de-escalate this time. It is not our responsibility to de-escalate. Pakistan has the responsibility to de-escalate, but will the Pak army and civilian establishment come together? The funniest thing I found in this fake news was that General Munir was being arrested, dismissed and replaced. If they had said the Pakistan Prime Minister had been arrested, then it would have been more believable. Because the equation is clear that neither the civilian government nor the citizens of Pakistan are at war. The war is going on with the Pakistan army and the General Munir. And after this war, this confrontation, Munir has full support. Until the Pakistan establishment is taught a lesson, the war and terrorism will continue. That is the fight that we are up against. In the meantime, watch less television, watch less of goody channels, don't watch the TRP. What Indian Army is saying, that's the final verdict, and we all shall have little patience. Don't fall for the trap of WhatsApp or whatever being broadcast on television. Till then, be safe and Jai Hind.